We first introduced you to Olivia Anderson on Christmas Eve.
That is when she decided to give a gift back to the community by cooking 150 meals and then handing them out to those in need. But as you're about to see in tonight's Eye on Kettleland, there is much more to her story.
Kettleland's Renee Ortiz takes a look back at the journey that brought Anderson to Sioux Falls and the medical challenges the 37-year-old single mom endures.
Olivia Anderson's story begins in Africa, in the country of Liberia.
The Civil War started, so we had to run and seek shelter and walk for hours. So I had a little brother who passed away of starvation while we was walking. He died right on my mother's shoulder.
Anderson was 7 years old when she became a refugee. Her family relocated to a refugee camp in Ghana.
We stayed in Ghana for like 6 or 7 years. After that, my grandmother was able to file for us through that program, the refugee program. So that's how we came here.
She came to the U.S. in 1998, where she lived with her extended family in New York until 2013.
2013, I came to Sioux Falls just to find a different location, somewhere else to move, to live for a fresh start.
She's made a life within the community with her 3 kids, Vangeline, Jeremiah, and Miracle. In September of 2019, her health took a turn.
I felt a lump for a while. It was there, but I didn't pay any mind.
She went through a series of tests for a diagnosis.
The doctor called me and said, I'm sorry to break the news to you, but you have what we call stage 3 breast cancer. And that was, that was the beginning of the hard road.
Anderson underwent multiple rounds of chemo and radiation therapy.
The cancer took a hold on me. I was a different person.
Before finally having to have a double mastectomy surgery.
The body image, I just look at it as a scarf of strength and not a scarf of weakness.
As she continued into remission, Olivia began to feel lost.
Like you try to find yourself after the treatment and you can't find yourself. The distress mentally, it takes a hold on you and you struggle. And because you don't know who you are and you look in the mirror, you see how you have changed from where you started to who you are now.
To help find herself, she decided to go on a mission trip to Liberia with the help and support from her good friend, Sammy Parks.
Olivia lost herself through cancer, and we just have to be there to support each other. Because what would we be like if we didn't have each other to make sure that we have our purpose?
In June of 2021, Anderson spent 3 weeks in her home country, donating food and clothing and providing assistance to families with children.
I was able to do a lot in giving back, and it just helped me to be able to find myself again. So I was ready, uplifted, and filled with a lot of enthusiasm when I was coming back to the U.S.
When she returned, Anderson's story took another turn.
I was sick for a week. I just thought my body was going through getting back.
She went to the hospital where doctors did more scans.
During that time, that's when they were able to find the tumor on my brain. I have what is called stage 4 brain cancer. And I asked them how, and they said the breast cancer had moved to the brain. Yeah.
Anderson had yet another surgery, this time on her brain. The doctors were able to remove the cancer cells, but the tumor is still in her brain. The cancer is incurable, but can be managed with medication. She's taking things one day at a time, spending time with her kids while continuing to receive help and support from Sammy Parks. Anderson attributes her continuing strength to God.
I just ask God for strength because if I drift away from Him, I will be lost. You know, I wouldn't find myself. And being closer with Him, that's what has got me to this stage and finding myself and being able to go on with life every day, to just smile and make someone else feel good so it can get me through another day.
With Eye on Kettleland, I'm Renee Ortiz.
Oh, we wish her the best. Now, Anderson has a GoFundMe account to help with medical expenses and childcare as she's unable to work right now. You can find the link on the online story at KELLOLAND.com.
What an incredible journey she's been on.
Absolutely.